basic cable. It's the final frontier. You know, till the internet came along. But for about 12 years, from 1982 to 94, cable was where history was being made. But now we're irrelevant. Not as well produced as network, not as retardedly funny as YouTube. And, you know, that's how time works. One thing comes along and replaces another. And it's so shiny and new, it takes you 4 months to realize you hate it. And that's what happened to me with every new Star Trek series, but I finally have the option to compare and contrast captains by playing all of them in a new strategy game for the 360. So here is Star Trek Legacy.
Oh, hello. I'm Patrick Stewart. You may know me from my film X-Men, The Final Stand, or my VO work in Elder Scrolls IV, Oblivion. I'm here backstage at one of my summer stock romps to tell you about a watershed moment in video game history. It's Star Trek Legacy. Fully engage!
Actually, Captain, it's for the Xbox 360.
Damn it, freaks. I told you to wait in the car.
Video games. X-Play's only frontier. This is the review of the Star Trek Legacy. It's Xbox 360 mission to explore the same old world's uninteresting new life and bland civilizations. To boldly go where all games have gone before. Star Trek, the phenomena that won't go away. The show that, unlike its main doctor and chief engineer, just won't die. And here it is in yet another incarnation of a video game.
What in blazes were they doing here?
Will this game be any different than the millions of Tribble-esque ones that have engulfed game consoles since George Takei first started living in denial? Just what makes this Star Trek worth trekking? Well, it's got all the Star Trek captains in voiceover. All of them. Including the dynamic, captivating, completely forgettable Jonathan Archer.
This is Captain Archer of the Starfleet ship Enterprise.
Scott Bakula should take a quantum leap out of this game. Ha ha ha!
All the ships the Sulu in training could ever want are here. Personally, I'd rather fly the Galactica, but I'm an Adama guy. Always have been. There is some sort of meandering storyline here. It has to do with the Borg, those damn dirty Borg. And if it's Star Trek, you know the Romulans just have to be involved. It's really just a forced excuse, any excuse, to get all eras of Star Trekkiness into the game, which leads to the firefights. The slow-moving, extremely repetitive firefights. But there's more. You can also escort other ships. Talk about warp factor lame. And like Star Trek Voyager's final season, it all starts to blend into one big massive who cares. Here I am, just sitting in a tin can. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do. It's not really realistic, well, Roddenberry realistic anyway, but it does have the voices, like this soothing sound.
The sands of time have run out of the hourglass and left me with a burden that I try to accept.
And for this review, that's the only captain that counts.
I hear Shatner wears a toupee.
Yes, Captain.
I despise you, freaks. You and your beard.
Sure, this game looks nice. There's a nice spacey vibe to the whole thing, and the skirmishes aren't as embarrassing as Deep Space Nine. But like Brent Spiner's career since 1998, it's just not worth my time. We give Star Trek Legacy 3 Borgs out of 5.
Well, I hope you all learned something today. I know I did. Number 1, Star Trek Legacy is ghastly. And number 2, Frakes is a dumbass. Good night, everybody. Make it so. Let's go, Frakes. These legs won't shave themselves.
Star Trek is, you know, nearly unavoidable here at G4 because every television screen in the place is either playing the original series or the Next Generation or the Next Generation 2.0.
That's why G4TV.com is your best source for interactive content about Star Trek and X-Play. For the X-Play fans, all of our reviews, both video and text versions, are available at our website.
And somewhere else on the site, there's a Spock market. I don't really remember. I just invested all my money in Uhura and stopped playing.
And the guys on the web team are trying to Photoshop Dax's head onto a naked lady's body. So there's even more great Star Trek content you can only find at G4TV.com.